Oh, dang it, man. I didn't think the rabbit hole would take us to the backstage. Oh, man. Oh, no, get that off of me. No, Jimmy.
I hate plaid. Get it off of me.
The jeans are so skinny. I didn't even know those were in fashion anymore. God. The shoes. Oh, they're even less comfortable.
Mike, do people actually wear this stuff?
No, I don't think they do, Jammy. Oh, so many feathers, Jammy.
I feel pretty confident.
Oh. You know, let me just kind of bend down, stretch this out a bit. Oh. Okay. Oh, Jammy, we're up.
What?
Jammy, we're up. It's our turn.
Okay.
All right.
It's my time to shine.
Stride, Jammy. Oh, these lights. The lights. Jeremy, no. He's going into epileptic shock. Look at that butt over here. What? My butt?
Hey, your butt over here.
Bend over?
Show that butt.
No, get my good side. Jeremy, hold on for one moment. Oh, they're very enamored by me bending over like this. Just get Jimmy to the left.
Best buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you today?
I'm doing good, buddy.
Nice.
Feeling all fancy in my suit.
Oh, yeah, it is a nice suit. I mean, you went with a full coat of nine tails.
I sure did.
Wow. That must have been expensive. Is it a rental?
Yeah, with a bolo tie.
So fashionable.
I know.
I'm wearing baggy clothes that are comfortable.
Mike, you're wearing 3 different patterns of plaid.
Well, plaid, squares, and squares.
They don't match.
Absolutely, they match.
Oh.
Well, Jimmy, let me talk to you about the podcast that we're stealing today. It's called Fashion and Founders, the podcast by Victoria Smith. Fashion and Founders, the podcast, covering circularity, tech, and innovation. I don't know what circularity means, but
Is that like your blood system?
Yep, your circulatory system.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, tech and innovation, conversations with founders and innovators working in different sectors of the fashion industry, offering an opportunity to get involved in this growing space. Hear directly from the people building the future of fashion about entrepreneurship, job opportunities, fashion tech, circularity, circulatory, biomaterials. Like
What does that mean?
plutonium.
Uranium. Build the nuclear reactor. We have dresses to make.
And more. And Jimmy, I couldn't think of a better guest.
Oh, really?
I couldn't think of a better
We've
guest.
got a guest today?
We absolutely do. Jeremy, he's the founder of Grapes and Raisins. He established this venture
What?
reflecting his innovative approach to business and creativity. He's also the founder of House Noir Academy. Demonstrating a commitment to youth empowerment, he developed this prestigious program to cultivate future leaders in the fashion industry, focusing on self-esteem, anti-bullying, and modeling skills. And
Mike, are you reading this off of ChatGPT?
no, absolutely not.
Looks
Why
like
would I
you're
do- why
reading
would I
it
do
right
that?
off of a screen.
Absolutely
Ray's
not.
right here. He can tell us what he did.
Welcome to the show, Ray Liles.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me. Really do. I appreciate y'all.
A true fashion man.
Is that what you call it?
Sir.
The worst superhero ever.
Yeah, fashion superhero. There it is. Yes.
So
Yes.
so much insight Jeremy and I are going to gain from having you on the show. It's a whole world. It's a world, all this fashion world. Would you say so?
Oh yeah, this is own world. I love it's the only world to me that bridges all ages, ethnicities, every gender. It's the only world I feel like we all share one. It's on the perspective of the person. I love that about fashion and art.
Yeah, fashion and art. They kind of go hand in hand. Fashion is an art form.
Yeah, and everybody,
Yes.
no matter who you are, wants to feel confident in what you're wearing.
Yes, yes. It makes us feel, putting on certain, getting a haircut or getting, doing self-care just makes us feel great. We always feel great when that happens. So
It's that
it makes
extra
you feel
pep.
alive.
Extra
Yeah, it
pep.
does. It gives you that. Yeah, it does. It does.
Now,
Yep.
I guess a big question from I guess from your own perspective, not speaking for others, but is fashion for you or is it for everyone else? When you are designing your outfit for the day, is that for you or is it for everyone else?
That's a great question. And I would say that I do it, it's for me, but it feels good hearing compliments and things like that. I think always hearing compliments, but I think it has to be you. You have to make what makes you feel comfortable because not everybody's gonna love your fashion. Not everybody's gonna like your taste. You got to do it for you. What color makes you feel good? What makes you feel the best of you? You got to do it. For me, it's about you.
Okay. And is it okay if people aren't doing it for themselves?
Yeah, I think it's okay. But I'm not a fan of it. I mean, because I always feel like the clothes don't make me, I make the clothes. So it doesn't matter what
Literally.
I put on, it's how I work.
he
Yeah, it's how
does
I
literally
work,
make
how
the
I put it
clothes.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like literally and figuratively, but I made if I get a t-shirt, how I wear it, how I embody that look, that is going to be the look, how I do it. And I think that's the key. Is like I put it on and I felt great when I put it on.
What about you, Mike? What do you think?
What do I
People
think?
people wear it for themselves or for other people? I've thought about this.
Oh, I've always been clothes are for me, and I don't care what they look like.
See,
As long as they're comfortable.
I have a theory, and Ray, tell me what you think about it. I think you're hitting something on the head with you're wearing it for you, so you feel confident, but you also
Yeah.
are trying to attract, maybe not always sexually, like when a guy's like, "Hey, nice suit," you're like, "Oh, that's awesome, nice compliment."
Yes.
So
Yes.
you are trying to look good for other people in the style that makes you confident. So it almost seems
yeah,
like it is for other people as well.
It is it's sort of, but I notice if we get lost in trying to impress people, we start losing our individuality. And that's the thing that I try to preach to with the kids is your touch makes you unique, and it's not going to be for everybody, but it's going to make you stand out in a room where everybody looks the same. You'll be because it's only you can be you. There's only one version of you. There's only one characteristic, only one personality of yours.
I
So
told you,
you
Mike.
have to put your touch in it.
That's why I stopped wearing one sock, Mike.
Yeah, goth pants.
Exactly. You want to leave that like that. Like I always say, be the stain in the room. Be the person that everybody's going to remember,
Oh.
whatever that is. Be that person that everybody, when you walk in the room, I remember that guy with the funny hat, or I remember the guy with the socks or the shoes. Be the stain. Your personality is the stain.
And let me tell y'all, unfortunately, you can't see Ray like we can. I mean, you wouldn't believe his is so fashionable right now. I mean, the giant feather hat that he's wearing right now, the 2001 New Year's glasses, he's bringing them back.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly that. But people will remember that. If put me with those 2001 glasses, people going to remember. It's going to bring you to a time in 2001 and give you a memory, and you'll remember that person.
Oh God, I love that.
Pitbull
I
just
love
starts
that
playing.
attitude for real.
Pitbull just starts
You're gonna
playing in the
remember.
background. Champagne glasses come out of nowhere.
Exactly. And when you want to talk to that person, like just say there's this full of room of guys with suits on, and there's this guy with the 2001 glasses. You're more inclined to talk to that guy than the guy who's wearing an average black suit. You're gonna go talk to the guy with the shade, the glasses.
So, Ray, someone with as many accolades and experience in the industry, 10 plus years in the industry, you've seen it all. There's nothing that you haven't seen. And there's a couple of things that we want to touch on that Jeremy and I have always wondered. And it falls into that same category of like, what is art? What is fashion. So, for example, this is a great example. In a museum, a gentleman stacks up 5 buckets full of sand, lets them topple onto the ground, and everyone applauds. It's art. It's
Yes,
it's
for
art.
sure.
Does that
Yes.
exist in the fashion world? That like, is it fashion, right?
It's the same thing. It's the craziest thing. I seen an analogy, and it's so true. It's all about where that person's wearing it. And I say this to say, someone brought up an analogy that if you see a can in New York City in the subway, I mean, it's less than 5 cents, or a cent. It's garbage can. That's the garbage Pepsi can. That's the middle of Manhattan. It's garbage. But you take that same piece of can and you put it in a museum, in the highest high end museum. You put a nice trophy case. That thing goes from 5 cents to $100,000. It's all the way about where that person. It's the same thing. It's all about where that person wore it, what they did. It's to me, it's all about where the location you put that item. So I do say that the item, whether it's clothes or art, it's the same thing. Depends on who's showcasing it, where they're wearing it, how they're wearing it. All that matters.
It's time
It
and
all
place.
matters.
This
Time and place is everything with fashion. Everything.
this can was touched by Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Days
Yes,
before he
it's just
died.
that. Now it's $1 million. They're like it's crazy. It's insane.
You can see the lipstick on the edge.
It's real, I'm like, how is this art now? And it's mind blowing, but it's literally how, when, where.
You just put a plaque on something
Yeah.
with a date, and people will take value in it.
You're right. You're right.
The meat dress, right? That's
The famous meat dress.
a dress made of meat. Thoughts?
Oh man, I couldn't even. That sounds terrible. The idea of it. I haven't seen this meat dress. It just sounds horrible that someone even came up with the idea to do that. But
Well, it hit the
somewhere in
red
world,
carpet,
that's
Ray.
fashion. Oh, that's insane. I haven't seen it, and I probably choose not to see it. But it's just somehow that's considered fashion. It's insane.
Well, they were
People just want to be
it's
so
dry
different
aged.
so bad.
It's dry
Yeah.
aged.
Yeah, it's dry. It's for real. That's literally good.
Salt and pepper.
And that's the thing is, are people trying too much to be fashion? Like I wanted to just try something so outlandish to just be the standout. Now but I'm not for that of trying to be the standout. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be natural. It's not supposed to be like I want to stand out. And that's to me stacking. If you're going out your way to make everybody, oh, look at this person. It has to fit your personality and who you are.
Huge personality, huge, huge statements when it comes to fashion. I think I wish I applied more time and energy into fashion. It's just, out of everything in life, everything else comes priority to investing in, a nice shirt that fits well, makes me look good. And there are clothes that I wear that I feel much better wearing. I feel confident. I feel comfortable. I feel loosey goosey, and I get like, dude, my
You just become a regular little silly boy.
and then I have a t-shirt. I have a t-shirt that I like to wear. That when I do wear it, I get compliments from people about how beautiful the shirt is.
The unicorn half shirt.
Yeah, the one that shows my whole belly. Yeah, great shirt. I wish there was more of it.
Yeah. But which one do you feel more like you? Like, which one is you like, this is me right here. Like, I feel comfortable when I wear this. Either or.
Is plaid a fail? Is plaid? Can you wear plaid now?
Yeah, I still do. I throw it in there. I do. It's still.
Okay.
Not as much. I mean, it's just like it's one of it's not every day. There's some people. It's not every day. No.
You can wear plaid if you don't want a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think that's what it really is. It's like whatever one you feel comfortable with. I mean, I've seen people wear T-shirts with funny slogans, but the way they wore it was so confident. People are like, man, I made a shirt like that.
Oh yeah.
To me, it's how you embodied it. Like that's. I go to Hot Topic and make it be a great shirt, depending on how I'm feeling that day.
Who farted? Man, I want that shirt.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, you had a question?
Oh, no.
Okay. So, Ray, in all of your experiences, what for you would be an iconic moment in your career when it came to fashion?
I would say the fashion shows. I think it's the best feeling in the world. I was able to do a fashion show many times. I've done many fashion shows, but the one I do the fashion shows with the kids, it's the best feeling in the world
Oh yeah.
because I see these kids coming there from the casting call in the month of, let's just say, they're with me for 3 months. They come every Sunday from 4 to 6, and to see their faces, to come in there so nervous, and then to come to the day of the show and they're like rock stars. It's the best feeling in the world. Like I'm like, this kid went from shy little Timmy to this with so much confidence. They just come into like another pure person.
Now he's
And
Tim.
So demure.
yeah, like it's like to see it, it's just like I think that's the best time in my fashion is to see just the confidence in seeing someone's confidence grow. I think that's the coolest thing to see someone's confidence grow.
And you help when you're helping you help them find their fashion.
I help them find I help them find who they and be so comfortable being you and not try to be someone that's not you. Like I want you when we're walking and we're learning how to walk with our heads up high. You got to remember, they don't have the option to pick out their clothes when they're doing a fashion show. They just designers, they're throwing them clothes. They got 5 seconds to switch into these clothes. They don't, and they got to walk out there with confidence. We can literally put a meat dress on them, like you said, and they got to walk out of there with so much confidence. No matter what I put on them, they got to walk out of there because they don't know what the designers are going to put on them. They just got to model it. So that really shows you the clothes didn't make them. They made that outfit make it look good. They were walking it so confidently. They believed that meat dress looked great. They believed it when they walked it. And they got the ability to
Everyone's looking at me.
yeah, so they just go out there with the meat dress, do 2 spins, and people going crazy because it's the way they came out, and that made it. That's everything to me. That would to me be my, selling clothes and all that. That's cool, those accolades, but I think it's seeing people wear something and just, and just that confidence is this beautiful thing to watch.
There's a lot of people out there that grew up, Mike, with their brothers' hand-me-downs.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They're much larger brothers' hand-me-downs.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
They're three large football player
Yeah.
hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
They're all 10 years older than you.
Yeah. I know about that. Yeah.
So I can imagine that that confidence building could really do something for someone at that age.
It does. I mean, look at Kanye West. Everything is baggy. It's all like Big Brother clothes, hand-me-downs, and he's considered one of the biggest designers ever now, off of creating that look that you just talked about. Like literally the oversized clothes that 10 years older Big Brother gave you.
And let's
Kanye
talk.
West has created a line about that.
Yeah, let's talk about someone with obstacles.
Oh yeah. He gets a the ball and he knocks him down though. Somehow he comes out.
So okay. So I feel like Kanye West is moving more towards what the background actors were wearing in Bill and Ted.
Oh yeah, the future.
Yeah,
In the future?
like the big giant shoes,
Yeah.
and then the weird cowls, the future cowls that are made of styrofoam.
The 2050s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2050s.
The 2050s as thought of from the 80s. Yeah.
Yes.
And this is a great segue into another question we wanted to cover. As we see fashion through this century, right? 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Why'd you skip the 50s?
Even into the 90s.
Because after the war.
All of these decades have a very prominent fashion. You know if you're looking at someone who is in the 70s, you know if you're looking at someone who's in the 50s. As soon as we get to 2000s, we kind of see, and I read this in an article, we just see a decline in that. People are wearing the same thing that we've been wearing for the last 20 years. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, there's no more innovation. There's no more creation, and you know what? It's not a bad thing. the best time fashion to me was in the 20s and 30s. That tailored suit mentality,
Yes.
gentleman time. To me, is the best time of fashion.
But
It's not, and I think that we need to get back to that. The essence was the best fashion was that time. I mean, and that's in all things. Sports isn't the same. There's music the same. None of it. And we all recycling
Yeah,
back
fashion
home.
and
Even
sports.
music
Yeah.
sound is the same. Sound. Even everything is we're recycling what was already done decades because it worked. It worked. It's just they just somehow put a little spin on it because it worked.
Yeah.
Why? Like why reinvent the number one sneaker? Because I have a sneaker cleaning company too, and I see all the time the number one sneaker that comes in is Jordans. Jordan hasn't played basketball in 20 years, and it's still the number one sneaker.
Yeah.
Now, and he hasn't been good for probably 30 years. He hasn't been good. So this thing about it, last championship I think was 1998 or something like that.
Yeah.
That was or something like that. And we're 2024, and the number one sneaker is Jordan
Well,
still to this day.
talk
Why
about an
reinvent the
established
wheel?
brand. Yeah. I mean,
And like he had all
man,
these basketball players, Kobe Bryant, LeBron. LeBron is considered, and he can still never hit the magnitude of what Jordan did. Why reinvent the wheel? You're not going to be able to duplicate that again.
yeah.
You can't. You can't. We'll never have another Michael Jackson again. Like we won't have that moment. These moments that have happened, monumental, legendary people. You probably will never have that again. So why not recycle it over and over and over again? Like why not?
I guess
It's worked. It's
someone has
worked.
to invent new instruments.
Yeah. That's what we
Yeah,
need.
yes. I think, and we're scared. Think about it, like new. We kind of shy away from it. You know what I mean, anything new, everybody kind of like, "Oh, I don't know." I remember when the internet first came out, people were like, "I don't want to do this." Like,
Yep.
like when everything brand new, we're like, social media, podcast, even when it first came out, I was like, now it's like, okay, it took a while, but we're starting to come around. It's starting to come around.
Yeah,
Right. New
It
is
took,
a risk.
when
New is a risk when it
yes,
comes to
it is.
anybody who is investing in anything. New
Mhm.
is a risk because it can either be a huge success or it can bomb and everyone loses everything.
Everything. And that's the thing. Basquiat wasn't considered a great artist until he died. He
Yeah.
wasn't considered great until he died. So his
Van
art
Gogh.
wasn't really celebrated till years of his death.
Michael and Jeremy Stew your
Like,
podcast.
eh,
People will care when we're dead, Mike.
Yeah.
no, let's not say that. But it just shows you sometimes it takes a long time for greatness to be recognized.
And talking about the new thing, I mean, Mike, when we were kids, we dreamed about being on the radio.
Yep.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
with the age we are and growing up, if we shot for that goal, those jobs are impossible to find.
Absolutely. Yeah,
They're dying.
yeah. And they're
Yeah.
dying. They're losing to the podcast. The streaming is killing like TV.
Yeah.
People I'd rather watch streaming than watch actual TV. I mean, things are
Even
changing.
even something that's changed is we went to the streaming services, like you're saying, Ray. But now there's a lot of people that watch no TV. They watch people online live stream every day, talk about
Yep.
things.
And even streaming's dying.
Yeah.
It's insane to me. Even 5 years ago, I would have never thought that people will watch people having fun or doing something or talking. People are watching other people enjoy life,
Well-
and that's a thing now.
Yeah.
That's a thing
What-
to watch other people.
Watching people watching stuff. That's a thing.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I'm like, but you couldn't say that a couple of years. I mean, even 5 years ago, I would have never thought that'd be a thing.
I thought.
COVID hit. I don't.
Oh, please go ahead, Ray. Please.
No, I was just saying, until COVID hit, I mean, I don't think that these platforms even would have been such a thing until COVID hit, until we were on lockdown. I think that's when a lot of changes happened. Streaming, podcasting became huge.
Yeah.
Mm. So it's a great thing because it's new, and I think it's another way for everybody to get their word, their point across, and we get so many different perspectives. When it comes to fashion, art, entertainment, period, we're getting so many different opinions, and I think it's good. We need to share information a lot more through fashion, art. It doesn't matter; it's the same thing to me. Just and I think it's better now. I think it's a lot better to communicate.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And fashion, fashion has its pros and cons. As people are trying to increase their fashion, they immediately open the doors up for like things like judgment. You obviously are dressing in a way that you want to be looked at, which means that every single person looking at you is going to judge you. And I would imagine in like a high fashion environment, I'm going high fashion, which I would. There's definitely there's a designation between general fashion and high fashion, right?
Yes.
Those supermodels walking down with the dress that'll never be made again for anybody, right? Just to showcase, when you go to these high fashion meets, everyone in that industry knows what their industry is, and therefore everyone around each other are kind of quietly judging each other on how good they look. Do you see that in the industry?
Yeah, all the time. It's a judgmental zone. Very judgmental. And my goal in even with my nonprofit and things is to make it like it shouldn't be that. Because art is all in the eye of perspective, and it's all in how we want to view it. I mean, so it's sad that it is judgmental in a lot of space, and that's not something I'm for, because I feel like it's all about how you wear it. But it is very judgmental. To answer your question, it's very judgmental.
Yeah, that's so summer of 2023.
Yeah, yeah, it's insane. But like I said, I embody my look, and I feel like for the common person, you have to, we go on, when a young man is going on a date or going out looking for a potential person, like you want to dress your part, you want to feel like you want to feel great, and that's the person I cater to is the average guy, the average kid, the average person. I'm not trying to impress the high fashion that has this delusion of what fashion is.
Mhm.
It's the average guy, the average person, and making them feel great. That's what I'm about. It's the everyday person.
Hell yeah.
I'm not for this high fashion creating meat on dresses, like you said. I'm not for that. That's not what I think is fashion.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I think we have, and I love that you're making strides in like the whole anti-bullying sector.
Yep.
Right. Of like models and stuff. And I feel bad. Models are treated a lot like ballerinas, right? It's all about you got to hit these certain things,
Yeah.
Models can be normal people, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because there's always going to be people that can associate with that person that they're seeing in these great clothes to make.
Yes.
And I also think if we have more realistic models in these clothes that are being pitched to the public, you want to be able to have those people be able to see themselves in the clothes and not want to change themselves to match the person that's wearing the clothes. I think that's important.
It's unrealistic.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like
It's unrealistic.
it's kind of like TV. If you go back and watch classic TV, a lot of the actors and actresses, they're not they weren't the bombshell of the time.
No.
A lot of regular
they
people
weren't.
were in TV.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
everyone's a supermodel.
Yeah, and that's probably why people are not watching TV. They're watching streaming services, watching regular people do regular stuff. It's not realistic, isn't it?
All right, everybody, I'm going to open up these Yu-Gi-Oh packs. Let's see what we hit.
That's what people are watching.
Yeah, because of normal dude. Open up Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, so I just think that it's been a surge in a disconnect, but I see it's changing. Like I said, TV is drowning because of this, and podcasts. I mean, I'm on TikTok from here and there, and I remember when I used to be on it, it would be I'm seeing the average person, like let's say a house mom doing TikTok dances, getting a million likes, and this would never happen a couple of years ago. You got to have like this, be a gorgeous female to even get these kind of likes. But now we want to see, we want to see people just enjoying life, enjoying having fun. And to go to your point, that's when TV was great, when we can identify to the situation. We can identify being that person. We felt like that. So these clothes being unrealistic, it's the same thing. No one's going to wear that because we don't see us in that. We don't see it. So I go for that. I try to build the kids up that way.
Steve Urkel.
Oh man,
The
yeah,
the
he
epitome.
was the
I
man.
love that show.
Loved it.
It was
Great
a real
show.
family.
Family, and then that mattered.
They did. Their family did
That's
matter.
there you go. Family matters.
Now, Ray, I've spent a little bit of time in New York, walking around, and one of the things I find the funniest is when you're walking. Everyone, for the most part, there's a lot of fashion going on for the general public, but when you're just surrounded by these normal people, and then all of a sudden that one person comes down, walking down the street under the construction in the high fashion outfit.
Yeah.
And they just look so out of place to their surroundings.
Yeah. Mhm.
They're from California.
Well, that's the thing about New York. You have a mixture of everything. You will find that, and you'll find the everyday guy. New York, we have every flavor of whatever is going on. You get a mixture of all of it. You get a mixture of everything in New York. To me, that's what I love about. That's the only thing I love about New York is you can get a little bit of everything in New York. A little bit of someone doing that, a little bit of guy who's just wearing a t-shirt, the guy who has like no like pimple or fragment on his face. He's just like a supermodel. You get a little bit of everything.
Cat ears.
Cat ears, you get all of it. You get everything in New York.
Naked.
Screaming.
Yeah, you get a naked guy. You don't know what you're gonna get in New York. Just walk up and down Manhattan. You just don't know what you're gonna bump into.
That naked guy screaming, throwing trash, so demure.
Ooh, derelict.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about New York. You get a little bit of everything. So I do think I get the fashion from that because I'm a people watcher. So yeah, I get to study how everybody's kind of just going through their day and watch
sure.
how they're just kind of going in their own head and how they put their outfit together or how what's going on. I love that. Just kind of like people watching and seeing how they maneuver.
Mike, I took my buddy from Memphis. We were out in New York a few weeks ago,
Mhm.
and it was his first time. We went around Manhattan, and as soon as we got out, it was the high fashion person,
Yep.
and then we're walking, and he tried to help the homeless person who screamed at him. And we get around the corner, and then this lady comes walking. She's got her groceries. She's carrying like 18 bags of groceries. Mike, she's 3'6".
Ooh.
And
Oh, wow.
he's nervous to be in the city.
Mm.
And then you start seeing that it is just every type of person from every type of background
Yeah.
in one spot living.
Yes, that's literally New York. Literally, you get everything in one. Just walk around New York, you see a little bit of everything. You'll see a little bit of everything that you can imagine.
Yeah.
Even what you can't imagine, you can see in New York.
So Ray.
Mhm.
So little Ray, little 16-year-old Ray.
Yeah.
What's little 16-year-old Ray doing? How is he dressing? Right? How is what is inspiring him on his clothing choices, or was that something that came about later in life?
Later in life, I mean, I was following the trend. Like whatever was going on, I wore it. I followed whatever rapper I liked at the time, and I'm following what they're doing.
An
So,
evolution.
so Ray shaved his head, dyed it blonde, wore a big white t-shirt.
Well, lucky for me, I grew up in the Jay-Z Nas era. So
There you go.
I was lucky. I had the Wu-Tang era, so I'm lucky. I got to escape when it got crazy.
Mike, Wu-Tang's for the kids.
Mumble rap.
Yeah, I'm before mumble rap.
Before
Oh,
Mumble.
okay.
I was before that started, so I got lucky.
Buzzwords.
So I was.
Mike knows
So-
nothing about hip hop.
Nope.
Oh, okay. But that's where I followed that, but I noticed that I didn't have an identity. That like it was like a mannequin. I was what everybody else was doing. There was nothing about me that stood out. So through fashion, when I started working at a clothing store, and that's how I got into fashion. Really, it was just like seeing how certain clothes made me feel and understanding the fabrics, and then I just took a liking to it because it made me feel better. So I'm like, okay. I understand, there got to be other people that feel the way I feel, like try to feel misplaced, but want to stand out. I was like, there got to be a bunch of people like that.
Yeah.
So I found my identity through time.
Sure.
Would you say that being more fit makes you more confident in your clothing or gives you more options to be confident?
It gives you, I 100% agree with that. Yes, it does. It does add. But I get, I also seen people who are not so in shape look amazing, you know? And so,
Thank you.
but does it made it gives you a lot of options if you are, but I've seen you got people that are not in great shape. They just know how to carry, like I said, it's how you carry it.
Yeah.
How do you carry your weight too? There's some sloppy big people and there's some people that put it well together. There's a sloppy way and there's a good way to do it.
I have to stop wearing basketball shorts.
That's your comfort wear. That's cool too, the comfort wear. You know, I
Do it
like
at
that.
home.
Yeah, at home I do that. Yes, at home I'm lounge wear all day. But
Yeah.
when I step out, I gotta make, like I said, like you gotta leave a stain. Because I said, like I said before, that guy with the 2001 glasses, you would most likely go talk to that guy, opposed to the guy who's just wearing a black suit with a white shirt, white button up, with a black tie. You're most likely going to talk to that guy because he stands out. It's
He's having
something about him
fun.
that's different. Yes.
He's hiding a
You know,
baby
and you
diaper at the Walmart.
well, you'll be intrigued to talk to him. You know, you'll be intrigued to know, well, who's he about more so than a guy who's wearing something you see every day.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Well, I'm the guy who
Yeah.
invented the 2001 New Year's glasses, of course.
But yeah, you're right. You know, so that's what I'm about when it comes to fashion: standing out, being you, and finding you. That's the whole point of my foundation: finding you,
Finding you.
yeah, being the best version of yourself, best version of yourself, whatever that looks like.
And what does the future of fashion hold?
In my space, it's about, you know, because like I said, I'm doing stuff with kids, and it's getting this new generation of kids understanding of loving themselves and building themselves, and not really just the designer doesn't make it. I know that's kind of cliche because most people are going to say, well, you know, the new fashion is the spur coats and you know the autumn look is coming. I'm not for that. It's all about me and building building who you are.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to encourage everybody to do, whether it's on this podcast or, you know, when I'm talking to people, expressing a fashion. You are fashion. Fashion is not you. You make the fashion. You make the quote. You are that person.
I love that.
And you have to embody who you are. Yeah. That's what I believe is fashion.
Yeah. More people should accept themselves for who they. I feel like right now we're in a day and age where people are trying to change too quick, too drastically, and too much to match something that they're looking at. Whereas they can make very subtle changes to be comfortable more with who they are and not try to
Yes.
change who they are.
Don't change who you exactly. When I do styling, when I style someone, I try, you know, I look at their old pictures of how they dress already. I refuse to put something in somebody that I think it looks good on them. I need to make the best version of you, not put you in something that I believe is just a great best fashion. No, I got to make the best version because you're going to wear it more because this is how you always dress. This is who you are. I'm just upgrading what you've already done, but I'm putting you what you've been wearing. I'm not changing that. Who you are, we're going to keep you there. We're just going to make a better version of it.
Can you upgrade 3 different patterns of plaid?
Probably not. I can make plaid
God
look
damn it.
cool. I know that. I can make plaid look cool. There's some,
Squares and squares, it matches.
yeah, it's a cool way to do that too. I got some plaid in the closet somewhere. I got a few.
Somewhere buried deep down.
Exactly. I've been to a party one time, and I went to a party when I was in Virginia.
It was a
And I
Halloween party.
It felt like it. Like everybody had plaid on. I'm like, what is going on? Like it was like everybody had plaid on, and maybe because I'm from Virginia, I'm like maybe plaid was the thing, but I don't know. It's like everybody was wearing plaid that day. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's their thing here. So I don't know. I
Like,
always
shit, I
say
gotta go get some plaid.
fashion-
Everyone's staring at me.
Like, yeah, plaid might be making a comeback. All I know, I'm like, what is going on with this?
Well, perfect opportunity to, to leave your stain. The guy not wearing plaid.
Oh yeah, I didn't wear plaid, so I definitely stood out because I was the only one probably not wearing plaid that day.
Didn't you hear
So
Jimmy Carter died?
It's plaid day.
Where's your plaid?
like, where's your plaid day? Yeah, exactly. I was behind the wheel that day. Exactly. You know. But
All right.
that's what I'm a big fan of. Stand out. You know, be the
So-
best version of you.
So, Ray, tell everyone how they can maybe get involved in some of the stuff you're doing. How can they support you? How can they witness some of the great things that you're doing out there. Where are we going to send everyone?
Help you and the children.
And the children.
Yes. Well, I encourage everybody to follow me and my journey on Instagram, which is Ray Liles _ and my nonprofit, which is House of Noir _. If you follow that, just follow our journey, because my goal is to have this foundation in as much cities as possible. I think it's needed to build confidence in every city, for every kid, and through fashion and art. I feel this is the best gateway to get everybody connected is through fashion and art.
I agree.
Beautiful.
We'll make sure to put links in the description for everywhere that we can send them there as well.
I appreciate that. And visit us too, www.houseofnoir.com. .org. Sorry.
.org.
Yeah. Yes. 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 So anywhere else, I'm somewhere on Google somewhere. So let's please support the journey for us.
Absolutely. Everyone, you heard it. Now, we do ask our guests a question. We ask every single person who comes on our show this same question. Which, Jeremy, you did win last year.
I did win last year.
By one.
You know what, Mike? I won last year, but all I do is win. All I do is win, no matter what.
All right. So, for your own reasons, Ray, for your own reasons, and this could be fashion related, who knows? But for your own reasons, who is better, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, so quick. Oh,
I've got news for you.
so quick.
You're mine now. You belong to me.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. Can you let us know why?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Every movie was a blockbuster hit. He never missed Terminator and he even played. He was even pregnant in a movie. Like
That's
you
right.
can't, with Danny DeVito. You can't beat anyone who was Terminator and was pregnant. Can't beat that person who did that.
That's right.
So yeah, he did too many movies in his range. He did Twins. He did a lot of great movies.
Last Action Hero.
Yes. So Sylvester Stallone, if he's not being Rambo and killing a bunch of people, he can't. Arnold Schwarzenegger played different roles, so I'm going Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well,
and he
thank
was
you.
a governor, so I got to go stay with him.
Boom.
Who are they to protest me, huh? Who are they? Unless they've been me and been there and know what the hell they're yelling about.
All right, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Ray. Everyone,
you.
please check him out. Please support his cause. We got to help these kids. All right.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Ray.
Hey, everybody. Future Michael here. So a rarity for you. For whatever reason, the recording just stopped there. We didn't either do an outro or it didn't get recorded. I'm not entirely sure, but the last few minutes that we normally plug the show just is not there. So we are Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. You can check us every Monday. We steal a new podcast, which we do better, faster, stronger, and hornier. And this episode of us stealing fashions and founders, wow, what a great interview with Ray. It was fantastic. You can go to our website. It's www.mjsypod.com. We have a merchandise store. Grab a sticker, grab a magnet, support the show. You can also support the show by subscribing to our Patreon page, patreon.com/MJSYVERSE. We have a second channel, Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast Supreme, which is where you can link your Patreon account directly to Spotify so you can get all of our episodes in one spot for you. Yeah, we have a phone number. It's 903-287-0660. So feel free to leave a voicemail. We'll play it on the show. Or text. You can text the show. You can remain anonymous. I don't care. But that's available for you. You can shoot us an email. It's UHJYEAH @MJSYPod.com. UHJA! And, yeah. Our theme song is by the illustrious and talented William Lanham of William Lanham Music. Check him out on YouTube. We're brought to you by Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules. Go to their website, dungeonstudios.co. There's merchandise and modules and other podcast links. Dungeon Studios does Nerd News. They do the Game and Fables from the Forgotten, which is an audio drama. that I'm heavily involved in. We work really hard on it. Season 2 will be dropping here early in 2025. So go back, binge Season 1, and we have a celebrity... we have a celebrity voice on for Fables Season 2 and potentially more. So, for guest spots. So, please check that out and get in the know. If you have a podcast that you want us to steal, hit us up. We'll do it. I ain't gonna not. So, let's do something together, right? If you want to be a guest on our show, hit us up at that email. The Ja one at MJSYVERSE.com. We have a band of the week, which is going to play here in a moment. Alamance with their song Ethereal. Good music, strong music, great stuff. Jeremy, wherever you are in this crazy country of ours, love you, buddy. Bye.
Time I could, they carried me to sleep and a maid so that I could stay underneath. I'm locked in tight, no, I don't wanna let it go. Don't wake me up. So now I'm stuck in the animation. Can't seem to feel it. I'm just watching my body moving. What I can be now. It keeps me farther away. It takes the life out of me. It keeps me farther away. I don't know what I can be now. I don't know what I can be now. Everything you love for is everything you'll ever be.
It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done but it belongs to the man who whispers faces marred by dust, sweat, blood, the sky's valley. Neither no victory nor defeat.
So now I'm stuck in the animation. Can't seem to feel it. I'm just watching my body moving. I don't know what I can be now. It keeps me farther away. It takes the life out of me. It keeps me farther away. I don't know what I can be now.
Jeremy. Wake up, Jeremy. Jeremy, the episode's over.
Did we do it?
We did it, buddy. We did it. When we did it from the hospital. I had the nurse just shove a adrenaline needle directly into your heart. You don't remember anything?
I don't. It's all a blur.
It was Jeremy. What great jokes. I mean, we had to keep hitting you with the needle, and I edited that part out of the episode. But I mean,
How was Ray?
Ray was good.
Yeah?
Great guest. Top notch. A+. You had some great questions.
Shasta.
Shasta.
I love Shasta.
Yes, Jeremy, drink. Here's a straw. There you go. Ah, my good boy. Who's my good boy?
Diet ginger ale, my favorite.
Well, they say that you'll be able to move your legs again probably next year, so I'll have to scoot you around.
No, I'm breaking out of here, Mike.
Are you?
I'm getting out.
Oh, you didn't move at all. Do you want some help, Jeremy?
Yeah, let's get out of here, Mike.
I can break you out.
Grab a unusually large doctor's coat and put me on your shoulders.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna heist you out of here.
We're gonna fashion heist our way out of here.
Oh, okay. Ooh, there's a blue one.
Yeah, mix it with the
Purple pants.
striped purple pants.
Yes. I'll be Bruce Banner.
The hip hop doctor.
That's right. Bruce Banner, the hip hop doctor, in theaters this summer.
Let's get out of here.
All right, Jimmy. Here we go. I'm not strong like the Hulk, though. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh,
Jamie, stop spanking the nurses. Ew.
I love Shasta.
Hello, Ray.
Ray's gone.
I can't. You've muted yourself, Ray.
He abandoned ship.
Oh. Hello. Speak, Ray. Oh, he's muting and unmuting. Yeah, I can't hear you anymore. Don't worry, we edit everything. This is a fully produced show, so none of this is going to make it into the episode. So we'll get this figured out.